Just really, really solid Tier 1 presence here, but not too much else out there. I guess we do have the Devastator Plasma Cannon team and the regular old Devastator squad. But here we have our first big thing coming out of the field right now. The Manticore is out. Bright Lance Weapon Team we already mentioned before, and the Blood Crusher we already saw before. Let's take a look up top and see what's going on here right now. A little bit of worshipping going on right now by the Nurgle, by the Nurgle guys. And it looks like, oh, the Plague Champion just gets wrecked by all that focus fire from all of these Guardian squads and from these Warp Spiders here. So now we've got Chaos Space Marines versus all of that. Looks like a Plasma Grenade going off in the middle of everything here. And now just kind of getting whipped into action here. This Blood Crusher charging through that shield, absolutely trying to put a lot of pressure onto these Warp Spiders. And unfortunately, the Warp Spiders retreated without throwing a single Haywire Grenade or anything like that. Just kind of having to get the heck on out of here. So I think once again, perhaps Pity is going to be in charge of this situation, but as you can see, once again, we do have KissKiss coming up here with what looks like his Heavy Bolter squad. I'm sorry, that's a Last Cannon squad and a Plasma Cannon team moving on up here. Definitely the Last Cannon team going to have no problem taking care of this Blood Crusher should they happen to get into that again. Let's take a look down here in the south, and you can see a little bit of action going on right now. The Noise Marines are having to retreat, and oh, there goes that drop pod. Just a lot of Imperial Guard all over the place. You can see these guys I have right now have a Plasma Cannon upgrade, Plasma Gun upgrade, Sniper Rifle upgrade for the Lord General right now, and he also has the Flak Jacket, basically allowing him to decrease incoming damage on his surrounding troops. And finally taking care of this southern power node here. That's very important, going to be able to deny 3 full generators that Tactical Gear has spent some money on. So important stuff going on here. And now you can see, oddly enough, all teams are sort of moving northward. I guess detecting that there was some displacement of troops, it looks like Pity decided to come on up here and try to cap this victory point as well. So even though the score is tied and the red team is down to 198 points, the blue team is just kind of advancing forward and capping 2 positions once again. You can see this Apothecary down here right now, just kind of here nominally, but not doing too much damage. Oh, I hear a Manticore shot going off someplace, but I missed exactly where it was. Oh well, too bad. We'll get that next time. Manticore on this side, by the way, is obviously active out there. And it looks like the Inquisitor and the Plague Champion taking care of business up north here. So I managed to decap this point, but we're apparently forced to retreat. A whole bunch of units here. But, you know, things are not looking too good. At some point up here, KissKiss lost all of his Devastator squads. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. Clearly, he was up here fighting with the Plague Champion and his various accoutrements, but I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he definitely lost it. Doesn't matter, though. As you can see, this whole time he has saved up enough money to go ahead and get a Land Raider out on the battlefield. That thing is almost done. Land Raider and the Fire Prism. Oh, boy. Okay, so Team Red may be behind, but it looks like they're about to drop the bomb, so we'll be able to see these guys here. The Guards have been getting fired up and chasing on after these Catachan Devils right now. That's looking pretty good. You can see both these guys have been upgraded, and I believe I see 2 Warlocks there as well. More towards the north right now, it looks like these Space Marines are just kind of hanging out, kind of putting a little bit of pressure on this Inquisitor. Inquisitor, by the way, crossbow, bolt, pistol. She's got the Excruciator's armor. Sorry. Sometimes these guys have this kind of butchered Latin that's kind of hard to pronounce. I'm not sure it's all actually real Latin. Anyhow, Fire Prism is out on the field right now. Land Raider is almost done. Chaos Predator coming as well. But it looks like Pity and Trexx are also going to Tier 3. Let's take a look up here right now, and these poor Space Marines are completely cut off. They really need to get the heck on out of there. I think the Apothecary just healed them, but everybody has to retreat. They're completely outnumbered here. However, I may be calling this a little bit too early. I believe that was the Holy Pyre ability that went down to these guys. No, that could not have been what it was, because I know she has the bolt pistol. But it doesn't matter. We've got the Catachan Devils launching a few explosives at these guys, forcing the Guardians there to retreat. And just kind of continued skirmishing going on down here. You can see some plasma marks on the ground. Sorry, that's from the Fire Prism, of course. Fire Prism now just pounding away, knocking back all of these Chaos Space Marines. And where is that beautiful-looking, gigantic, embarrassingly yellow Land Raider? Here we have it right now on the battlefield, kind of laying the hurt down. Everybody gets out of the way right now. Nobody sticks around wanting to hang out in time for that. And by the way, the Chaos Predator is also moving down here towards the south, backing up his Noise Marines, who are putting a little bit of pressure on this. And hopefully the Noise Marines going to recap this now neutral power generator field. I think that this Land Raider is going to be heading all the way up top. Perhaps he's just going to sit that down on top of that victory point right now, because as I mentioned, the red team is behind 147 points versus the blue team's 421 points. This Manticore is still sitting here. Hopefully it's been firing away the whole time, but of course with the scale of 3 versus 3 battles, it's often hard to catch all of that. Note we have a heavy turret here in the middle. Perhaps that was put up just recently. But definitely that'll take some pot shots at this Land Raider if it tries to get back in. Here comes some Manticore shots. Speaking of a Manticore, come on, Manticore. Oh, getting a nice little angle there in those Tactical Marines, kind of knocking them this way and that. The last of the Catachan Devils now retreating the heck on out of here, and I think for the time being, KissKiss is going to be in charge of this area. In fact, I think it's a little weird that they have the last cannon, the Fire Prism, and the Land Raider up here. That seems like all of their eggs in one basket. I'd much rather see one of those head south, and perhaps they have read my mind and the Fire Prism is in fact heading south, because Fire Prism and Chaos Predator I think could handle the south pretty well. For the time being, let's take a look around right now. We've got, it looks like Pity has got his own Chaos Predator out right now, but not doing anything with it. Now he's going for Plague Marines. So stuff is not looking too good for the blue team right now. They don't have anything out right now that could counter that. However, not really spending any points, so maybe we'll go, maybe everybody's just going to kind of up the ante and go for their final Tier 3 units. Who knows? Big Tier 3 battles in 3 versus 3 games are very common. Moving towards the south here, you can see all of these plasma gun equipped squads right now moving on out. Trexx is still a big presence in the field right now. Lord General just kind of doing his thing. Perhaps these guys are even going to kind of sneak around. Yes, it looks like they're detecting once again that there is just kind of a vacuum here, and they're going to go ahead and challenge this victory point. Because as I mentioned, it looks like the red team kind of pushed all of their units north and south, leaving a big gaping hole in their defenses in the middle. Let's take a look here, and ooh. Which ability is that? It looks like that is the, yes, that is the crippling bolt from the crossbow pistol, holding those guys in place just in time for the Manticore shots to come right down upon them. That's, you know, that worked out pretty well here. We can see this heavy weapons team has been upgraded to have a last cannon. Not a bad idea when you know that there is an uncountered predator just kind of flopping around in the battlefield right now. I believe a second Fire Prism is coming out right now. A little bit of just kind of firing going back and forth here. I want to take a look around the battlefield right now. Here is the Fire Prism firing away, trying to make sure that they can recap this point, but oh, I think that scout squad was just annihilated while they were trying to recapture that. So KissKiss has lost a ton of units so far this game, and now here comes the Chaos Predator right now, upgraded with twin-linked last cannons. This is Pity's Chaos Predator. Just kind of putting some pressure here in the middle. This poor-looking Farseer is way out of position right now, getting beaten apart here. Going to have to get on out of there. And the score is tied 1-1 right now with the double Fire Prisms. Again, I don't want to see Fire Prisms grouped up this close. With last cannons out there and Manticore shots potentially coming down, I think you should always split that apart. And here we see some of the later game spending coming out from KissKiss right now. He went ahead and put out a Terminator squad in the field right now. And what is this? We see Trexx coming onto the field right now with his own Lehman Russ battle tank. And check it out, we also have 2 heavy turrets out there. And there is the Manticore shot I was kind of wondering would come up. And here comes the Land Raider. Oh, God. Okay, so we've got everything in play right now. A Land Raider coming into the center. You can see these Chaos units having to get the heck on out of there right now. Meanwhile, we've got Catachan Devils, Inquisitor, the twin-length last cannons, the single heavy turret, and the Lehman Russ now pounding away at this Land Raider. Remember, Land Raiders are not, in fact, invincible. That is a lot of anti-vehicle damage coming at them. We have an Eldritch Storm right now in the center of the battlefield. Unfortunately, it looks like it didn't really hit anything. Everybody saw that coming a mile away and just kind of got out of the way. And look at this Land Raider. The Land Raider is being decimated right now. The poor guy is just being picked on by everybody. Let's see this guy turn his twin-length last cannons on that Land Raider, doing some damage, but no, it looks like the Fire Prism is focusing his beam, perhaps taking some shots here. And yes, there goes the twin-length last cannons, but the Lehman Russ is still on the battlefield. He's got this one covered. One more shot coming out of that, and bam, down goes the Land Raider. So Land Raider completely destroyed there. By the way, check out the Chaos Lord here. He does have the Lightning Claws upgraded. That guy is also a beast. He's got his own little personal force field, the Dark Halo Lightning Claws. He's ready to go chop up some vehicles. And now I think this Fire Prism is getting way too close to this area here. Oh, and yes, it is completely down. Fire Prism taking rear armor shots from one of either the Lehman Russ, the double heavy turrets, or that. Oh my God, the Baneblade is out of the battlefield too. Kubus has got the Baneblade while all of this action was going on. Got the most epic. In fact, check out Kubus' army right now. A full grip of all possible units out there. That is definitely looking good. And things are not looking so good for the red team. Granted, they are in charge in terms of victory points, but now that kind of everybody just traded a bunch of heavy units for one another, and a Baneblade comes into the field, that's not good. They're definitely in trouble. We do have what looks like a Brightlands team just kind of sitting in this bunker, picking away at the Baneblade right now. I hope the Baneblade notices that. He definitely can do some stuff to that building right there, taking a shot at the building, using his other humongous AoE effect on the building. Building taking a lot of damage, units inside taking a lot of damage, perhaps winding up yet another shot against that bunker. If anybody can wreck a bunker, it's definitely a Baneblade. But that last cannon is not looking too good. They're kind of setting up. Gonna have to get on out of there. Yes, the Brightlands team moving away for the time being. So it looks like all of these Space Marines right now, double Chaos Space Marines, Plague Marines, and the Plague Champion in the middle of all of that, moving on in now. Very, very poignant attack here, trying to take care of this. Whoa! That was a combination of shots there. I think that was the Plague Fist ability going off right now. The Pestilent Strike, but it also could very well have been a shot from this Baneblade, but something there just jibbed all of these units right now. You can see taking some massive casualties here, and that does not look good at all. So again, these guys need to cap more victory points, and that's exactly what they're doing. I think the one thing that I want to say about the blue team so far is that they've never taken their eyes off the prize, which is victory point domination here. Now we can see that the Baneblade is kind of extended a little bit here. We've had the Bloodletters come out on the battlefield right now. Chaos Noise Marines on the field, being backed up here by just regular old Plague Marines. Definitely using some anti-vehicle fire right now, trying to do some damage to this Leman Russ, but they're just kind of getting wrecked. Ooh, doing quite a nice amount of damage there. But once again, there is that bolt pistol in effect, and a combination of things going on right there. Manticores coming in; those units are all immobilized, just getting decimated by that. Manticore shots coming down. Everybody going to have to get the heck on out of there for the time being. So we do have an avatar being produced also by Johnny Dangerous. Perhaps that's what they need to regain some control over this. They do have that northern victory point pretty well there. My God, these Space Marines are getting just decimated. This is the Tactical Marine Squad, of course, which has been upgraded to have a rocket launcher, and we just saw an Imperial Guard bunker airdropped onto the battlefield as well, providing a nice little hiding spot for units here in the center. Kadashan Devils moving out, engaging in melee with this Farseer right now. The Farseer does have her big old singing spear right now, helping her out a little bit, but she is just being swamped right now by Kadachans. Kadachans are really brutal guys. They are level 4. She is level 5, so, you know, that's okay. But taking a lot of... No, and she goes down! She takes way too much damage from Kadachans, trying to deal with that position right now. A little of explosive shot, just kind of chasing away these Guardians. And once again, central control goes to the blue team. It looks like this Imperial Guard bunker is loaded full of Guardsmen who are repairing the Baneblade. That's pretty sweet right there. And we've got some firing going on over here on the left. It looks like that... yep, that was the Apothecary just kind of sneaking around. Trying to do some backcapping, but he's really having no luck whatsoever. More towards the north, we've got a single squad of Terminators. Not a bad thing to have up there, and they do have the Assault Cannon upgrade as well. But a single squad of Terminators here, just kind of guarding this area. And yes, you can see that Assault Cannon versus a whole bunch of Kadachan Devils. Not half bad at all. Where'd that Avatar go? Avatar is stomping out of the battlefield, but check it out! Look what we've got on the field right now. We have a second Baneblade coming out right now for Trexx. So double Baneblade, single Avatar. We already saw a Land Raider get crushed. It looks like poor KissKiss has only a Terminator squad. He is building a Librarian right now. This Baneblade isn't going anywhere, though. He just doesn't care. You can see he's being repaired from within the bunker. These Bloodletters here are just wrecking into him, but pfft, whatever. He doesn't care about that. Just going to turn, probably just threatening to just look like he's running them over. Avatar now kind of flanking around, trying to do some damage in the back there, perhaps. I'm not sure what that Avatar is really trying to accomplish for the time being. Maybe trying to outflank all this, I guess, just kind of working on this generator farm up here. Oh well, I don't think anybody's too concerned about that at this point in the game. But I think the red team is in for a lot of trouble right now. All they have to do is lose one victory point and this game is over. But again, the red team is still holding on tight, but they're losing way too many units. Just looking at these cards down here, you can see way too many units out there. Oh, that AoE shot coming out of the Baneblade once again, knocking back all of these troops. Second Baneblade on the field right now, and I don't know what they're going to do when they see this army out here. This is just a huge, immense army out there. Bombing run coming in on top of all of that. You can see this bunker right now with the Brightlands team being focused down, or at least they took some damage. Yeah, it's taking some incidental fire here. That bunker is looking really low on hit points, 38 hit points. Oh, the whole bunker goes down. You can see that entire squad of Guardians thrown out of it, and I think that was all it took, and the red team has quit. So congratulations to Pity, Kubus, and Trexx. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing any of those names incorrectly, but those guys played an awesome 3 versus 3 game, and also very well played by Clan WN, Johnny Dangerous, TacticalGear, and KissKissButt. I'll go ahead and say his name in full right at the end there, but oh man, look at these guys. Just glorious looking battle here. Anyhow, so congratulations to all of them. Big fat 3 versus 3. I always feel like I can barely keep up with the action happening in these games, but you guys asked for more 3v3s, so here you go. Once again, I'm Harlequin. You guys have a good evening.